to 107.5 WSFD-LP, Westfield Community Radio in Westfield, Mass.
Oh, hello there. Yes, I was just sitting here calmly. Wow, it is Tuesday morning. It is July 28th, 2026 and counting. I'm sitting here with my great friend and a WOW board member and the head of Up Close and Musical, Liz Blaze-Bennett. She's right here. See her waving? Yes. And this is Bob Plast. And Kenny Stomsky is taking over today for Peter Coles, who is on vacation. But quite honestly, he was strolling, or no, he wasn't strolling. He was driving in Sunderland on a visual trip. He takes these trips where he goes through the mountains and just looks. Isn't
Those
that
are the
right?
best kinds of trips.
Yeah.
That's the first time I've ever heard it called Sunderland.
What do they call it otherwise? What is it? Sunderland?
Sunderland.
Sunderland.
Lund.
Sunderland. Oh, Sunderland. It's not Sunderland.
No, Sunderland.
Is it L-A-N-D or L-U-N-D?
Don't remember, but I used to live up in that neck of the woods, and everyone called it Sunderland.
Yes, but the reason why it's called Sunderland is because it's asunder. Do you get, when something's asunder, what does that mean?
It's a great question, and I don't think I'm the person to ask because I've got no idea.
You have no idea?
He only knows because he used to be an English teacher.
I do. Something asunder is like far off or something. So that's why I think it's called Sunderland. It was Sunderland.
It is spelled A-N-D, but everyone calls it Sunderland.
Well, I'm calling it Sunderland. He was driving through Sunderland.
It's like Peabody.
Peabody.
It's not Peabody. It's Peabody.
It's also like Charlton.
What's that, Charlton?
Well, that's how you would say it if you were pronouncing all the letters, Charlton. But
Charlton. How do they say?
Charlton. They ignore the R. Yeah.
Really? How about Worcester?
Nobody says Worcester.
Leominster.
Leominster is how
Leominster. Yeah. Leominster.
I used to think it was Leominster when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. How about Bob?
That
sounds right.
That's the same, Bob. That's the same back and forth too.
Oh my God! I got a name so good you can say it backwards and forwards.
Yeah.
Wow! And then if you spelled it outwards, it would be O-B-O. No, that's boob. O-B. No, never mind. Never mind. Wow! It's Tuesday, everyone. Westfield on Weekends show. You got to go to Westfield on Weekends. .com for all the information about all that's happening at Westfield on weekends. The WOW Center, 105 Elm Street, downtown Westfield. There's so much happening there, and we're going to be talking all kinds of things first. But let me tell you, I gotta do my Kenny. I'm doing a rant. Okay, you are famous for your rants, but I'll do my rant. Okay.
Oh boy,
there is something that is, I think. Somehow or other, there is a God, okay? There is a God force that sometimes wants to teach you stuff and present you with opportunities for you to grow. So this morning, I was presented with opportunities to grow. All right. So I get home, and it's 12:30 because I take James to his ketamine appointment in the morning. He's on ketamine. Well, we talk about it out there into the public, and everybody needs to know that there are ways to treat depression and anxiety that are really wonderful, and that's one of them. Talk to your doctor on it. So we go once a week, and I have to pick him up and take him there and whatever. Okay. So then I finished the Iliad while it's a 2-hour wait. So I went to Tandembago. Everyone, I didn't finish the Iliad. I finished the Aeneid. Have you ever read the Aeneid?
No, I have not.
Did you read the Odyssey or the Iliad ever? Did
I
they
think-
teach that in your school?
Excerpts, yeah, not the whole
Excerpts. What do you remember about either one of them?
thing. There was a lot of crazy stuff. Helen of Troy, and that's kind of.
Helen of Troy, the
It was
face
like
that
middle
went-
school, and I haven't been in middle school in like
There
a
was a
decade.
Trojan horse in it, remember?
Yeah, true. I remember the horse.
Okay, all right. So we're going, everyone. I want to hear. Here's something for all of you to know. There are only 25 theaters in the entire United States, 25 theaters that are showing the Odyssey by Christopher Nolan. That is was supposed to be the most magnificent movie of all time that just came out, okay?
Okay.
And you can see it all over the country, but you can only see it in IMAX the way it was supposed to be seen, with the mist and the shaking of the seats and all of that sort of stuff, in 25 cities throughout the United States. So I was out to brunch with Billy, who's the photographer this week and weekend, and we were talking, and he was saying he was going to see it, and I said, "Where are you going to see it?" He said, "Well, I'm seeing the big one, the IMAX thing, in Connecticut. They're going someplace in Connecticut that they're going to." Okay. I said, "No, you're not going to see the big one. The only place in New England that you can see the big version, the 70 millimeter, not the 70 millimeter IMAX, but I think it's like 77 millimeter or whatever the hell it is. Okay, the only place is in Providence, in a mall in Providence, Rhode Island,
In a mall.
someplace. Yeah. The IMAX place. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
the mall.
the IMAX.
Okay. So Billy said, "Wait a minute. I wanted to see the big one, not the smaller one." Well, you can see the Odyssey in many different ways, but if you want to see you have to go to Providence, Rhode Island, which for James and I means an overnight, because I'm not driving there and driving back.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like you're a new driver, aren't you?
I'm not going to Providence.
You're not driving to
I'm
Providence.
not going there. What are you talking?
She Liz just began driving. Well, you no, I don't. It sounds like you just began walking and talking.
Yeah, I was crawling the other day. I just got up. It was incredible. and then I got all the way here.
And you crawled into this machine and you said, "What am I going to do?" Yeah.
They told me to just go, and I had
I
to
wonder
go.
what Guinness Book of Records says about the youngest driver ever. I do. Would you? I
You know, I've had friends that were allegedly talking about how they were driving around in empty parking lots at 12, 13.
12 or 13.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be there doing that.
No, you're not. But I'm thinking that you could probably not see over. It's like a 100-year-old woman behind the wheel. You know how you shrink, and then you can be put in somebody's pocket. That's how.
I think they've got you can
a
get
booster seat for
They've
kids.
got maybe not like a booster seat, but you could probably sit on top of a pillow, and then they have
Oh.
extenders for the foot pedals. I think that you can get if you're 4 feet tall and
I
you
had
just
no
genuinely
idea.
can't reach. I think they have stuff like that. So who knows? Maybe a 9-year-old could be driving.
So if you want your
don't know.
9-year-old to drive, get those pedals. Get those things out there. Where was I? Oh, okay. So the Aeneid I finished it this morning at Tandem. We'll talk about it. I know I'll talk about it ad nauseum. Which do you read? For me, the Iliad is the best in the trilogy of Iliad, Odyssey, and the Aeneid. And the Aeneid is the third in there. This is the one that you read when you're an old man that has plenty of time. Okay, so we'll put that aside for now. Now, let me take you back to where we were. Okay. Tandem. I finish in Tandem. I drive James home. and I stop. I visit my friend in the nursing home. Okay, on the way home. Okay, that takes about a half hour or so,
Sure,
maybe
yeah.
a little while. And so I get home and I look and it's 12:38, 20 minutes. Okay, I say, James, I'm leaving right away because I want to get to the studio because we've got Liz coming in, and I had forgotten that Kenny Stomsky was replacing Peter. Okay. So I always go to Dunkin' Donuts before, and I bring a wonderful large iced tea with raspberry for him, and I usually get either this. It's called Splashberry, which is carbonated and it has unsweetened. It's and it has caffeine in it. I think they put green tea or something. So I'm being caffeinated at the same time as being pretending I'm having a soda. And I'm probably taking all the varnish off my teeth. What do you call it? The enamel off my teeth. I read a thing about here. I know I'm wavering all around, but I'll keep us back on track. Did you know that when you're drinking? I read an article in the Republican this weekend. Kenny, you might know this, that when you're drinking carbonated drinks, okay, and it has some kind of sugar thing in it, it's really wearing the enamel off your teeth, apparently. And if you do that, not greatly, but if you drink a lot of them, you ought to be aware that you don't brush your teeth directly after eating these things. You wait a half hour, because apparently if you brush immediately after drinking a caffeinated or what do you call it? Carbonated drink, it's going to start to take the enamel off your teeth.
I knew that one, actually.
You did know that?
I had that knowledge, yeah.
No!
I drank a lot of seltzer water.
Ah, yeah, my spouse drinks lots of seltzer water. So you're not supposed to.
You gotta wait 30 minutes.
You gotta wait 30 minutes?
I don't know if you... First off, if you remember your elementary school experience, that was probably a while ago. I remember mine.
What do you mean? It's probably a while ago.
Probably a while ago.
Yeah.
I remember
try
mine.
80 years.
And they were having us all do, essentially, rinse our mouths with fluoride mouthwash in the morning before we go to class.
Right.
And then we had to wait 30 minutes, and then we got snacks afterwards, but we had to wait 30 minutes. It's the same thing with carbonated beverages. It's honestly the same thing with a lot of different foods. You
Coffee
really should
even?
wait.
Or no?
I mean, I think so. I think most foods, it is 30 minutes you gotta wait.
So that idea of brushing after every meal is not such a good idea.
It is. You just gotta wait 30 minutes.
You go.
You just gotta wait. Do it, but wait.
Morning and night is enough. I mean,
Morning and night.
If you rinse and everything, several times during the day, you're doing good. But I want to go back to her going back to school.
Yeah.
Because I know I dealt with this when I was in elementary school. Bob, I don't know if you did or not, but we had tablets that we would chew, and it would turn the areas of our teeth dark where they weren't brushed.
Really? Oh my gosh! No, I've had hygienists that have done that with me.
Oh yeah, we did that in school.
You're
Never had
kidding
that.
me.
That sounds awesome.
It's a great.
So cool.
Do they still? Maybe they sell them in like a pharmacy or something that you could teach your kids how to
Group
make
trip
sure.
to CVS after this. Let's see if they've got it.
What are we going to?
We can all
They
we can
were-
all do them at once.
They were called disclosing tablets.
Disclosing tablets.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
So
and they would turn the dirty spots in your teeth like a bright pink, bright purple.
Oh my gosh.
And
I think this is a very good idea. Disclosing.
they still make them. You
tablets.
can get them at Walmart.
You can get
Yeah.
them. How do you like that? Wow.
Yeah. Disclosing
wow.
tablets are chewable diagnostic aids that use harmless vegetable dyes, like red or blue, that
Yeah.
makes purple,
Right.
to stain microscopic bacterial plaque.
Okay.
Ooh.
So then this is just also a cool science experiment.
It is a cool
And then we
science
would
Yeah.
and then we would swish with our fluoride for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We had
yeah.
that brought around.
Yeah.
I don't think
There
I
was a
ever had the
restaurant in
tablets.
New York City I used to go to called Chat and Chew. I used to call it Swish and Swallow. When people say, "Where are you going for lunch?" I'm going to Swish and Swallow instead of Chat and Chew. I just thought it was funnier.
Yeah, that was on a highway that usually be called, at least in the CB days, a choke and puke.
Choke. Oh. You mean there's a...
Yeah, CB language. They have their own language.
No.
You know, you have one trucker talking to another on the highway.
Oh,
you know, I'm going to stop at this choke and puke and get a pound of ground round to put down.
So there's a restaurant, I don't know if it's still there. So there's a Chat and Chew restaurant that used to go to in New York City, but which I called the Swish and Swallow, and now there's a Choke and Puke.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same owners that own the Roadkill Cafe.
The Roadkill Cafe. Oh my God!
Yeah.
All right, where was I? Oh, I was okay. So I'm back to my
your
God.
carbonated drink.
Okay.
Carbonated drinks, Bob.
Yes.
Okay. All right. No. Now we're back after reading Achilles. Okay. Or what do you call it? The Aeneid.
Yeah.
I got home, and then I have to go and buy the Achilles. So I go, and I pull up to Dunkin' Donuts. It's about maybe 12 of 1 o'clock. Okay, we're going to tape at 1 o'clock. 12 of 1 o'clock. I'm standing there, and I'm saying, plenty of time to get for Peter. And I go to order, and Liz Blaze Bennett, darn it, calls me. There's a phone call from Liz Blaze Bennett.
I'm just a troublemaker. I'm
Okay.
always getting in the way.
No. So I look, and there are cars behind me, and I said, "This is a very important call." I said, "You know what, ma'am, I don't want to hold up the cars, so I'm going to get out of line out of courtesy, and I'll come back in the line." Okay, so scratch I made an order, and I was trying to decide what I was going to have. I'd gotten the iced tea for Peter, who's now Kenny. Okay, so I get out of line and I say, I'm not getting back in this line because I can't. It's too long a line. I'm going to go to where I know there's no line, and that is I can quickly go down to the mall down the street to the Big Y on East Main Street.
Okay, yeah.
Way down there's a Dunkin' Donuts. Okay. So I'm driving down there and I'm driving down there and I'm driving down there. Okay. And to make there is another part where I take the right I take a right into the mall, and then I'm going to take a left through this roadway near Verizon. No longer can you go the back route there.
Oh no!
They've stopped that. So I had to then get back into the highway. Okay, out on Route 20. So all right, I take a deep breath and I go there, and then I get there and I get in line and I'm at the ordering place at Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay.
I forgot to tell you that earlier in my driveway after I got back from visiting my friend in the nursing home, James and I called. I got our air conditioning isn't working. And my friend Bobby Ledoux, great, thank you, Bobby, got me a person to fix this system.
Okay.
Because my other person who was doing the system was doing a water slide at Riverside. I think I've mentioned to this. And the water slide, he somehow or other, it caught his leg and he broke his leg all kinds of, it's a big deal. And apparently those water slides are not so good. And as it turns out, last night I was watching that wonderful TV drama, The Pit, and damn if they're not talking about people who were hurt on a water slide that didn't work. Holy mother! And somebody loses their leg on the never mind. You'll see it. He doesn't lose his leg. They saw it. Where was I? Oh, okay.
Your AC's broken.
Oh no. Okay. So I'm standing in the driveway. We call the number that I'd been given.
Sure.
I leave a message and I say, Sergio, please, could you help us? We're in desperate need of help. And I give him a number to call.
Okay.
Back to Dunkin' Donuts. I drive into the Dunkin' Donuts spot. It's my turn to order. And the phone my phone rings. Sergio returning my phone call. I have been waiting. We've been waiting 4 weeks for this.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. And I took a deep breath and I said, what am I going to do? I got to be at the studio, etc. I'm now farther away, etc., etc. Then, so I said, let Sergio leave a message. I'll sacrifice my air conditioning problems for the sake of Liz Blaze Bennett and the show. You're supposed to say thank you, Bob.
Thank you so much, Bob.
Okay. All right. So So then we go. Then I have to get back onto the highway.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think I thought, you know what? Maybe I'll take it. Maybe I can get through again. So I went back the same way that thing was.
Okay.
Because I saw what looked like a road that led to the Big Y and the liquor store and all that sort of stuff. And I thought, maybe I can scunch back there. So I went back that way. Damn, it wasn't. It wasn't. There was no roadway. There was a guy behind me.
At all, yeah.
There was a guy behind me following me.
He trusted you.
He trusted me.
You let some random person on the road astray, Bob.
I did. And so now I'm really furious, and I get back onto Route 20. Now I'm on Route 20, and now I find out they have made Route 20 into a one-lane highway going toward Westfield because they're replacing a traffic light.
Yeah.
So now we've got 2 lanes of traffic, including huge trucks, trying to get into 1 lane. And I am trying to get here. And now it's like 1:04 or something. And that's when I called Peter. And that's why I got here at 1:16.
You know, you can go anywhere where those shops are in East Main and get on over to Mainline Drive. You just have to know where to drive.
How?
You have to go through all the shipping and receiving areas
in the back
until you get down to Westgate Plaza. When you get down to Westgate Plaza, you can then shoot over to Mainline.
The more you know.
The more you know. Yep. Drivers out there.
So if you went through all the parking lots and then you end up at Westgate Plaza, you go around the back there, you can get over to Mainline.
Oh, my God. Okay. All right. Well, I think it's time for Tony Bennett to sing One for the Road. Today, I felt like, you know that song, One for the Road?
I've probably heard of it, but I don't think
it's Harold Arlen who wrote Somewhere Over the Rainbow and all those big hits and stuff. This is the Tony Bennett version that also includes John Mayer. It's a duet between John. Okay. You know who John Mayer is?
I do know John Mayer.
Okay, gotcha. So, give me one for my baby. The lyrics go, it's 2:45. There's no one in the place except you and me. So set him up, Joe. I got a little story that you want to know. I'm drinking, my friend, to the end of a long episode. Make it one for my baby and one more for the road. Okay, so it fits perfectly to the story when I want to have
you on the road.
Me on the road, wanting to have my coffee or what do you call this thing?
Beverage.
My beverage. I'm not gonna brush my teeth until afterward.
Until 30 minutes after.
And now 30 minutes into the show, we can start the show because have we started this show? Have we, Kenny? Have we started the show? Yes, we have. He's not even there.
I was muted.
Oh, you were muted.
Yeah. We started the show at 25 after.
Oh, okay. So it's 21 minutes into the show. So let's play.
Like that, yeah.
Let's play Tony Bennett, John Mayer, One for the Road. This is a great version, incidentally.
Hey, John.
Yes, sir.
Come on, let's have a drink.
Fuel says.
It's 2:45. There's no one in the place except you and me. Set 'em up, Joe. You know, John, I got a little story that you ought to know. Wait till you hear about this. We're drinking, my friend, to the end of a brief episode. I'm telling you, that's what happened. Make it one for my baby, and one more for the road. Here's to you.
I got the routine.
Oh no, you too?
So drop another nickel in the machine. Man, I'm feeling so bad.
Wow.
I wish you'd make the music dream inside. I could tell you a lie.
You too, right?
But you got to be true to your code.
Okay. Make it one for my baby, and one more for the road. You'd never know it, but buddy, I'm a kind of poet. Yeah, that's right, I got a lot of things to say.
Simply gotta listen to me until it's tucked away.
Let's have another drink. Bartender, fill it up again, will you? That's how it goes. John, I know you're getting very anxious to close.
You don't know me well enough.
Tony, thanks for the cheer. I hope you don't mind me bending your ear.
'Cause this torch that I found must be drowned, or it soon might explode. Make it one for my baby, one more for the road. Take it home now. That long,
that long.
Support for community radio provided by Westfield Electroplating. Employing over 140 skilled platers, painters, and technicians, Westfield Electroplating was founded in 1946 and was the first company in the country to achieve National Aerospace and Defense Contractor Program accreditation, proudly maintaining that status for over a decade. Westfield Electroplating provides over 50 quality finishes to meet your corrosion, cosmetic, or performance needs. On the web at www.westfieldplating.com or 413-568-3716. Westfield Electroplating, putting the finishing touches on technology.
Listen to me, Michael Buster McMahon, Mondays 8 to 10 a.m. to learn the stories behind your favorite songs. Or don't. I'm not the boss of you.
Community Radio.
107.5 FM, WSFD.
Wow. I always think that there's going to be some kind of, introduction that's going to say, here's Bob, or something.
But there never is.
But there never is, and
You have to do the introduction,
I do
Bob.
have to do the introduction. July 28th. Wow, it's Tuesday. Go to Westfield on weekends for all the information. That was Tony Bennett and John Mayer. And
I've got your intro, Bob.
Oh, you do?
Oh, my Bob!
That's it. Good.
I found it.
Oh, my God. Oh, I love it. I found it. I did it. Okay. Hey, John Mayer, Tony Bennett. Tony Bennett died last week. No, he didn't die last week. He died a year ago last week.
Oh.
Tony Bennett had a long, wonderful life. He is, for me, the quintessential singer. If I sing anything at all well, it's because of Tony Bennett's phrasing and Frank Sinatra's phrasing as well, and their ability to tell a story when they sing. Also, Judy Garland is another one that does that. Those are people from my day and age who sing and tell a story. Liz Blaze Bennett from WOW's board and an incredible musician who is playing this week, incidentally, at WOW, the WOW Center this Wednesday night. But Liz, who do you think tells a story as a singer well? Or do you think that most singers today just sing the songs and don't understand really what they're saying?
Well, I can currently think of jazz singers I'm not that knowledgeable about jazz vocals, but what I do know is that Cecile McLaurin-Salvant is like one of the big deal people right now.
Yeah.
I heard her sing for the first time, and the way that she shifted her tone of voice to tell a story in the music was like, I had never heard anybody do it before. It was incredible. So I know that she's really good.
Yeah.
I know that people really like Samara Joy right now. I haven't heard much Samara Joy, but what I have heard, she's good.
Yeah, good. But getting you in the heart, Cecile, I recommend, if you want to see a wonderful video, there's the Stephen Sondheim song from A Little Night Music that was his only big hit. It's a Send in the Clowns. You know Send in the Clowns?
I haven't
Isn't
heard
it
of
rich?
Send
Are
in
you
the
a pair of
Clowns.
me? And they were last on the ground. You and me there. Send in the Clowns. Okay. Big hit for Judy.
I know Sondheim.
Yeah. Well, Sondheim. This is one hit that made the Billboard charts.
Okay.
For Frank Sinatra sang it and Judy Collins. And then everybody else and their brother. No one has sung it like Cecile McLaurin Salvant, not Savant, although
but
she
you'll
is a
say it fast like Savant, but it's Salvant.
Like Sunderland. Oh, we're back to that again, folks. All right, so look, Google official video, Send in the Clowns, and what's the woman's name? Cecile
McLaurin-Salvant.
Yes. Incredible. And the video is not of her, it's her music in the background. And she has done it with a drag artist that is an artist who is actually as a clown. Oh my God. It is so moving. I think it's Sasha Velour, the drag artist Sasha Velour. But you got to see this. And if you don't discover the music of Cecile McLaurin-Salvant, McLaurin, you're missing something. So, yeah. So she's one. Are there any male singers that like Kurt Elling, you mentioned as a good singer, but you said you got bored with Kurt Elling. And Kurt Elling actually plays piano as well, doesn't he?
Oh, I didn't know he plays piano.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't heard that much Kurt Elling, but I was very enamored with him when I first heard him. And then I heard a little bit more, and I was like, okay, that's Kurt Elling, that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't think he's bad. I think he's incredible.
No.
But.
Same with somebody like Michael Bublé or Harry Connick, I suppose, is that same ilk. But that is not. Do you think that Taylor Swift tells a story when she sings? She tells a story with her lyrics, perhaps.
Yeah, people say that about her.
But the story, she tells stories with her lyrics. Does she tell them with her heart? And is the heart in the singing? That's the question.
I'm not sure about the specific Taylor Swift example because I don't listen to any Taylor Swift. I have no idea.
What?
I know she released an album or something.
What? She released an album or something?
I'm completely out of the loop on the whole Taylor Swift thing.
Yeah.
Zero idea.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's very split. I've seen like fans of hers react very, very, very positively to the music she puts out.
Right.
This is an incredible story.
Right.
She does storytelling so well.
Yeah.
And then I've also seen people like making founded criticisms of her music and looking at her lyrics and being like, I don't know what this is supposed to mean. This makes no sense, like literarily.
Yeah.
People always say that like Bob Dylan was like a poet just as much as he was a singer, and I don't listen to Bob Dylan, but
well, and quite honestly, sometimes you listen to Bob Dylan and you go, I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
And maybe Bob didn't even know what it meant when he wrote it. You never know. I was thinking I was going to play, and I don't know whether I have it on the list to play, whether we're going to play Watermelon Sugar by
Harry
Styles. And again, it's a good song. It's a good song. The lyrics, I don't know. I don't know. Today's National Water Park Day.
It is.
Believe it or not, we were talking about that water park slide on Omely.
It all comes back.
Everything is cyclical. Everything there is in life can be connected to something else. But okay, so we're going to probably take a break. But before we do, tell everyone about Up Close and Musical.
Ooh, Up Close and Musical is so much fun, and you all should go to Up Close and Musical. If you learn anything from today, it's that you can get to the Channel 15 taping area by going through parking lots or something. And you should go to Up Close and Musical. We've got a summer series going on right now. It just kicked off last week with a fabulous concert with featuring Elaine Saloyo, Tim Skinner, and Scott Bailey, all from Westfield State University. Tim Skinner was my clarinet professor. I hold him near and dear in my heart.
Oh, the best.
So when the three of them said yes to playing, I was just elated. We are continuing this week with the Reedy Clarinet Quartet. Band leader Rachel Hertz put together kind of like rotating cast and crew of people, compilation of a bunch of clarinetists in the area to just go play quartet music, do a bunch of gigs all over the place. And I'm a very recent addition to the roster.
Oh, wild.
And every time we've met and played, it's been so much fun.
Wild. And you're playing jazz.
Yeah, so we are doing, it's a lot less jazz heavy of a program than I thought it would be, because we actually met yesterday and discussed our program yesterday. We have quite a few standard repertoire pieces for the clarinet quartet, which is a kind of very underappreciated and underrepresented ensemble. Clarinet quartet, for people who don't know, is 4 clarinet players. Although if you ask any music historian, they might disagree with you, which is very interesting. A clarinet quartet could also be considered a clarinet playing with 3 string players, but that is a unique, interesting. Like a clarinet quintet is not 5 clarinets. Stupid naming conventions. There's a lot of weird stuff like that in classical music, Bob. People coming up with different names.
Oh my God! Yes.
For the same thing, and then the same name for different things. A lot of weird stuff. But we have some standard repertoire, Gordon Jacob, fun stuff. And we have some arrangements of things that were not at all intended for clarinet quartet, but come together really well.
Wild.
And then
and some. So a song like Blue Skies by
we're doing an arrangement of Blue Skies by Irving Berlin.
Berlin. Do you know who he is?
Well, he was one of the jazz and Broadway writers, kind of.
Yeah.
In the.
Can you name a song other than Blue Skies that he wrote?
Oh, he did a Christmas one, didn't he? There was a Christmas. He did White Christmas.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did White Christmas. That's
Yeah.
kind of where my knowledge is. You can't ask me anymore.
He wrote a song for Easter as well. Do you know what that one was? In your Easter bonnet with all the frills upon it.
No idea.
Easter parade? No?
Nope.
No. Come on in here, Alexander's Ragtime Band. He wrote that.
He wrote Alexander's Ragtime. I've heard of that one.
Oh, my God. 1912, he wrote that song.
Okay.
He lived until he was 103 or so. Yeah. And he wrote all of those years, believe it or not. And he wrote Blue Skies. Now, Blue Skies is a very interesting song. What key is Blue Skies? Is it a minor or a major key?
It switches.
But
it starts in this kind of, I don't know what key the original's in, but it goes back and forth between C minor and E flat major, which for those of you who don't know your music theory, which you all should know your music theory.
Of course we do. Let's ask Ken.
C minor and E flat major use all the same notes, but one is minor and sad, and the other is major and happy. That's it. It just goes back and forth.
So we have this happy song. The lyrics are, blue skies smiling at me, nothing but blue skies do I see. Blue birds singing a song, nothing but blue days all day long. Never saw the sun shining so bright, never saw the things going so right. When you're in love, the days fly, etc. You get it. You get the idea.
But it's all in a minor key until it switches around.
So interesting. And this is one of the songs that is part of the regular jazz repertoire of jazz artists. Everyone from Diane Krall to, everyone. And including Willie Nelson. Willie Nelson.
Interesting.
Yeah. And Kenny, if you don't mind, we're going to play the last song that we were going to play at 8 o'clock. We're going to play it much earlier. And I want to play Willie Nelson's version of Blue Skies. And is there anything else that we should listen for in the tones of the song or anything? When does it switch from minor to major? I'm never in love. Blue skies smiling at me.
So that's the minor part. It's like it lands in the major sometimes, and it's lands in the major, being that it switches to the major key, kind of. It sets up for the major key a little bit, and then it pulls right back to the minor. It's very interesting.
He wrote this way long ago, and when it debuted, it was in a Broadway show called Betsy. And the woman on stage was singing in the opening night, and she forgot the lyrics to the song. And Irving Berlin was in the audience, and he sang the lyrics from the audience for the song. How do you like that? Interesting, huh?
Yeah.
And it was also in the first talking picture, sung by Al Jolson in The Jazz Singer. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, the first talking picture actually had music in it, or one of the first. And I mean talking picture. You heard sound, and you heard Al Jolson's voice. Now there may have been some earlier work, but the major film that people remember as the first all sound picture was The Jazz Singer, which incidentally Neil Diamond did a version of The Jazz Singer.
Interesting.
Yeah. And so Al Jolson sings Blue Skies in The Jazz Singer, and you can hear it if you go to YouTube, etc. But Kenny, would you mind playing Willie Nelson's version, which is sort of a country version? It's an interesting. You listen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want you to rate this song from 1 until 10. 10 is good.
Okay.
1 is bad. All right. Here we go.
Blue skies smiling at me. Nothing but blue skies do I see. Bluebirds singing a song. Nothing but blue skies from now on. I never saw the sun shining so bright. Never saw things going so right. Noticing the days hurrying by. When you're in love, my how they fly by. Blue days, all of them gone. Nothing but blue skies from now on. Skies smiling at me. Nothing but blue skies do I see. Blue days, all of them gone. Nothing but blue skies from now on. Blue skies smiling at me. Nothing but blue skies do I see. Blue days, all of them gone. Nothing but blue skies from now on. Blue skies smiling at me. Nothing but blue skies do I see. Blue days, all of them gone. Nothing but blue skies from now on.
Support for the community programming is provided by the Dunkin' Donut shops of Westfield and the Sardina family. It's nice to know that even as the world changes, Dunkin' Coffee remains the same at 7 convenient locations throughout Westfield.
Hi, it's Bob Plass, and I have Wow, It's Tuesday every Tuesday, 6 to 8. Wow, it's Tuesday.
Community Radio.
107.5 FM, WSFD.
I did it!
I did it. Yes, I did it. Oh, gosh, we're having a great show today with Liz Blaze Bennett from the Well Board, from Westfield on Weekends, from Up Close and Musical, which has a performance this Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. It's free at the Wow Center. We have plenty of seats there for these concerts. People say, you actually have concerts inside in an air-conditioned place during the summer? Yes. And there are, maybe 80 seats or so. And so, we will seat everyone as best we can. Okay. Everyone that comes out. It's very hard to get people to come out on a beautiful night or whatever. Although it may shower on Wednesday night, which gives you a reason to take your umbrella, come over down to 105 Elm Street. Plenty of parking across the street. There's plenty of parking there. Please come. And, okay, so Irving Berlin wrote Blue Skies. Willie Nelson sang it. It was a huge hit for Willie Nelson, incidentally.
Interesting.
Because you gave it from 1 until 10, you gave it
I gave it a 5 out of 10. I think that's a 5 out of 10 song. It wasn't bad, but everything, right? Everything is cyclical, Bob, right? Everything comes back to itself. We were talking about singers that tell a story with their voice. I think he just was there saying the words to the song, and I don't think there was anything special about it. It wasn't very special, Bob. He was just kind of singing, and stuff was happening. It was just kind of... It was like a background noise kind of song. I don't know. I didn't think it was that great.
Oh, my God. Kenny Stomsky is our... Peter Coles for the day. Kenny, come into that block under there so we can see you, so everyone can see your smiling, beautiful face. Kenny, don't you think Liz would make it on Making the List? We have a show where we rate music.
Really?
Yeah. And what you just did is part of like making the list. We come in with the theme, and we come in. When's our we haven't done a making the list in a long time, Ken.
We've had several, but you haven't made it to one in a year and a half.
Ooh, even though I invented the show. All right. Okay. So I got to do it.
Yikes.
Kenny, let's ask Kenny. Kenny, from 1 until 10. And we usually do 1 until. Do we do 1 until 5 or 1 until 10 on making the list? I think it's 1 until 10, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So from 1 to 10, how do you rate that song? That version of that song?
1.
Okay. I was worried that you were going to be a Willie Nelson fan and that you'd come after me.
Can't stand his voice.
Oh, you can't.
He wasn't singing on pitch at the end. I noticed that too. Like he was just off enough to where I'm like, okay.
He's never on pitch.
He's never on pitch. Well,
interesting.
Oh, well, he usually smokes a lot of dope. when he sings, right? And most of the time, he's right up there with
attention.
Yeah, I'm going to give that song a 6 or a 7. So if we put the three of us together, 7, 1 is
like
8,
a 4.
8, and 5 is 14. 8 and 5, 14, a little more than 4. So it gets a 4. It's probably not going to win.
Yeah, it goes down to it closer to a 5. Wow.
Yeah. Irving Berlin will be rolling in his grave to know. He wrote 1,500 songs over his 60-year career, Irving Berlin.
Wow.
And he had no formal music training. No formal music training. And he could only play in one key. He played the piano in one key. And that piano is incidentally at the, I know this because I did
probably in A minor. I wouldn't be surprised.
C is an easier key on a piano.
Oh, yeah. That has no...
all the white keys.
All the white keys on a piano. Oh, it's exactly right.
Ignore them all.
Well, believe it or not, he wrote all of his keys in F, all of his songs in F minor. Wait a minute, I got to pull this up. Here. F sharp. He wrote all his keys in F sharp.
What a weirdo.
And on top of that, because he was so well known and so revered in the music business, I mean, really revered. I mean, he's really something else. He wrote so many wonderful songs. He had a piano that he could switch, and so he would always play in F sharp. But he could switch.
But he'd have the crank that switches the keys. That's so funny.
Yeah. He used a custom transposing piano to compensate.
So it's like a very complicated capo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. What's that? Capo.
So you know guitar.
Yeah.
How this...
It's a clamp you put on the fingerboard to change the key of the guitar.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen this.
Yeah.
Oh, and so the same thing sort of with the piano.
Yeah, instead of putting the guitar into a tuning, you use a capo.
Yeah.
Wild. I had no idea. Okay, so do they make transposing pianos now, I wonder, for folks?
I have no idea, because that's not really a common thing. I think he got really lucky in a sense that, like, yeah, he was talented and he was doing great. Obviously, he wrote a lot of music, and people really liked the music he wrote, and he kept writing a lot of music. They obviously made that custom for him just so that he could, I guess, perform the music live or something without everything having to be in F sharp. I don't think that happens.
Now in the digital world, you can do anything.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If that happens to you, you can just pitch it up in your DAW or whatever.
Yeah.
Pitch it
well,
up or
when they
down.
were selling hits in the early days of music, when we didn't have television, radio, or any of that sort of stuff, they hired piano players to play in music stores, to play the music for the people.
Interesting.
And that's where Harold Arlen started, actually. These are some of the songs that he wrote, and I bet you might know some of these. Alexander's Ragtime Band, I'll Be Loving You Always, I'll Be Loving You Always, All Alone, All By Myself, Anything You Can Do, I Can Do Better, Annie Get Your Gun, any of the Annie Get Your Gun songs. I Got Lost in His Arms, and You Can't Get a Man with a Gun, Blue Skies, Cheek to Cheek.
Oh, yeah, I know Cheek to Cheek.
How about Putting on the Ritz?
I know that one. That one's a big one, too.
Yeah. What'll I do when you are far away and I'm blue? He wrote all the music for the Marx Brothers movie, The Coconuts. He wrote Call Me Madam. I hear music and there's no one there. I come. Oh, my God. So many songs. And many of the songs are in what we call the American Music Songbook. Do you know that? What the
the Great American Songbook.
Great American Songbook. Yes, absolutely. I'm just trying to see if there's one. I'm old-fashioned, but I can. Okay. Well, we'll just go. It's just Google Irving Berlin because he's an
there's a lot.
interesting cat, very good. And there's a wonderful biography that I gave to. It's up there at the library in the music department of there. In the music department, they have a thing with music. At in the theater department, they have all these textbooks. But there's a biography called "As Thousands Cheer." It's the biography of Irving Berlin. Very interesting. In the latter years, he became kind of cranky. I'll tell you that much.
I bet.
But he didn't need to. He made all that dough.
If I'm 90 churning out songs still, I'm kind of going to be mad.
Well, the interesting thing also, he's a Jewish man who wrote both Easter Parade and the most recorded song ever, White Christmas.
Yeah.
How do you like that? Yeah.
It happened a lot. There were a lot of musical theater and Broadway writers, like Tin Pan Alley folks that were Jewish.
Mm-hmm.
Jewish immigrants in New York, and they were just writing because they had to, because that's kind of the thing that they can do to make a living.
Yeah.
And they made a living.
Like
George and Ira Gershwin.
Oh my gosh.
Russian Jewish immigrants.
There you go.
And then, the two of them.
Stephen Sondheim.
Yeah.
Leonard Bernstein.
Yeah.
You name it. Really. And very interestingly, I watched a movie that you'd enjoy probably on, I think it's on HBO Max. Okay. And it's called, or maybe it's on Netflix, but it's called The Choral. Choral.
Okay.
Now, the choral in Britain, the choral is the chorale that we might say, a community singing group.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, but they call it the chorale. They're the choral. Okay. The stars Ralph Fiennes, who it looks like Ralph Fiennes, but it's Ralph.
Yeah.
Ralph Fiennes, and it takes place during World War II. No, World War One. Okay. All right. So what's happening during World War One is all the male singers are soldiers in the war.
Yeah.
Okay. So they want to do their regular performance. The choral, the community group wants to do a regular performance.
Sure.
And the choral director is off fighting the war, so they need to find one. So they find a choral director who happens to have spent some time in Germany. Okay. So they have to overcome the barrier of hiring somebody who has German roots or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, because where they're fighting Germany, okay? So then they do hire this man, played by Ralph Fiennes, and they want to do what they do every year is a Mozart requiem. No, it's not a Mozart requiem. It's a requiem by some German guy, Bach. A Bach requiem. Is there such a thing as a Bach requiem?
Probably, but Bach also had 1 billion quadrillion chorales.
Oh, maybe that's it. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's just do 5 Bach chorales on the program.
Yeah,
great. That sounds like standard.
Oh.
I don't know about a Bach requiem. I'd have to look into that. That would kind of be awesome.
Yeah. Okay. So the people on the board of the choral say, we can't do that. It's a Russian. It's a Jewish.
He's a German.
German. He's a German man. Oh, gosh. Okay. So then they decide to do something else, and they go down the list, and every one of the writers that they want is German.
They're all Germans.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And it's a wonderful movie. It's a small movie. You got to see it. But they end up, or part of Elgar. Do you know Elgar?
Yes, I do.
Elgar is not Jewish, and he's from England. Mm-hmm. So he figures into the story. And Elgar is alive.
At that point in the movie?
In the movie.
Okay.
Yeah, at the time he's alive.
Yeah, that adds up.
So he has to, he actually comes to the choral. You got to see it. And so they end up recruiting boys from the street to who sing. They go, oh, it's a great movie. But it really sort of says to us when we say about a suffering leading to great music. I mean, like the Jewish men and women who wrote music for the stage, for the concert stage. Oh my God. Now, one of them is not, I'm thinking, okay, so you think of German composers, and then you think of, for me, Italian composers, right?
Yeah.
And maybe French composers.
French too, for sure.
Yeah. So you're doing a French composition on Wednesday night.
Yes, we are. So it's actually a transcription of a piece for saxophone quartet, which is very interesting. It's very commonly played by clarinet quartet, but it wasn't actually written for us. It was written for saxophone quartet.
Oh, really?
Petit quatuor, which is petite quartet, small quartet.
Yes.
And it's in 3 movements, and it's by Jean Francais, who is brutal. He's so rude in the way that he writes music. It's ridiculous. Why does it need to be that hard, Jean? It doesn't make any sense why you're being this rude to us.
He makes the music hard.
He makes the music very unreasonably hard. It's like, why are you doing that?
Oh, wow.
He writes some bangers. There's some good stuff
some
out
wonderful
there.
stuff.
But why is it that hard, man?
Oh, my God.
I think about his clarinet concerto. He's got a clarinet concerto, and it's ridiculous.
Now, what's a concerto?
It's like it basically serves to kind of show off a soloist. You have a soloist,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have the can I remember the ripieno is part of it. I can't remember all the terminology, but you've got a soloist, and then you've got an orchestra. And it's basically a conversation back and forth between the soloist and the orchestra.
Right.
The soloist has this kind of big deal role, is like, look at me, I can play all these fancy little things, blah, 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 blah. And the orchestra is like, oh yeah, we can do that too, blah, 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 blah. And it goes back and forth. It's not necessarily like a competition between the two, but more like a conversation and passing melodies back and forth, and also showing off the virtuosity of a soloist. Before, like, older concerti were kind of a little simpler in that role, more conversational, I think, than now. If you were to look at a concerto,
right,
which is basically shredding in the soloist part. That's all they're doing the whole time.
Yeah. Well, they're trying to show off.
They're trying to show off, and then the orchestra is a little less show-offy. It's a little less conversational.
Gotcha. But the piece you're playing was originally written for a saxophone, and now
saxophone quartet,
and it's translated. Now you're also doing a piece by Berlioz, and Berlioz is.
We are not doing a piece by Berlioz.
No. Well, who wrote Carmen?
Bizet.
Oh, Bizet!
2 very different people, by the way.
Oh, God, yes. Oh, my God.
I wish we could play Berlioz. Maybe next time.
Berlioz is, what, is that the Hall of the Mountain King or something?
No, that's Grieg.
Oh, that's Grieg. Oh, me and my knowledge of music.
Bob.
I know, Jesus. Jeez, oh, my God. Okay, so you're doing something from Carmen.
Yes.
The Habanera.
Yes, we're doing actually 3 selections from Carmen. We're doing an arrangement of the Carmen Overture, which an overture is like, they have this in musicals and musical theater and Broadway stuff all the time.
Yeah.
It's essentially just before anything begins, the show begins, you kind of get a summary of all of the melodies you're going to hear, all the tunes.
Yeah.
You get all of the bangers up front,
right.
And then when the song that those melodies are actually in comes up later, you get to go, oh, I know that one.
I heard it before.
I heard this. This rocks. And then you just get to jam.
Yeah.
So we're starting with the Carmen Overture. We're playing the Habanera. Da, 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 da. We're doing that one.
Yeah.
And then we're doing the Arcanes, which...
Arcanes. And that's when the bullfight goes in. I mean, there's a bullfighter in there. I think it has something to do with
I don't know much about Carmen.
Yeah, it's a cigarette girl. She works in a cigarette factory, and she falls in love with a a toreador or something.
Yeah.
Toreador, da 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 da.
We were thinking about playing that one.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the arrangement I bought kind of sucks. So we ended up
God.
not playing it.
I got it. Do you have any opera singer singing? Would you like me to come in and I could do the?
You know what? You should come in and play the role of Carmen.
I'll put a rose in my teeth. No one will know that they'll be looking at the rose saying, "Yeah." Do I have to be singing in French or the original English? Or
whatever language you pick.
Whatever. I usually sing mine in Pig Latin.
Okay, great. That's exactly what we're hoping for.
Oh, good.
It'll work.
All right. Good. When is this happening so folks can get...
This is happening this Wednesday.
What is the date?
Which will be tomorrow, July 29th at 7 p.m. at 105 Elm Street in Westfield, Massachusetts.
Yeah. Good for you. You even pretended that we were look, most of the time I forget. We tape on Monday afternoons, and I always forget that we're taping on. But but you,
I got it up here.
Well, look, I got a smart woman sitting right next to me. All right, let's rate another song here. Let's see what I got here. Wait a minute. Boom, boom, boom. Pull up the songs. Okay, wait a minute. Okay. All right. Junior Wells. Okay. Do you know who Junior Wells is?
Never heard that name before, no.
Okay. Junior Wells and Buddy Guy. You know who Buddy Guy is? They really make up the blues. You know how we were talking about blues? You know the blues. You play the blues.
Yeah.
Because you play in jazz bands as well as regular. You go from classical to jazz.
Yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes pop, too.
Yeah.
Less pop. Less pop. Okay, Buddy Guy is a guitarist who plays the blues better than most people. Okay. This is from our Wisconsin music director, Chris Homan. I actually have a music director that picks out one or two songs for me because he's younger and he has a broader perspective of what's out there. So he recommended Junior Wells and Buddy Guy. "Messin' with the Kid" is the name of this song. So let's hear it, and then I want to have you rate it. Okay. Kenny, you're going to rate this song as well. So we're playing "Messin' with the Kid." All right, Ken? There we go.
What you say? I'm gonna home around town. The people said you're gonna put the kid down. Oh, no. Oh, look at what you did. You can call it what you want. I call it messing with the kid. You know the kid's no child, and I don't play. I sure is what I mean, and I mean what I say. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at what you did. You can call it what you wanna. I call it messing with the kid. I sure is what I mean, and I mean what I say. But oh, yeah. Oh, look at what you did. You can call it what you wanna. I call it messing with the kid. We're gonna take the kid's car and drive around town. Tell everybody you're not put him down. Oh, yeah.
Support for community programming provided by Betts Plumbing and Heating Supply Company, an independent, family-owned wholesaler serving Westfield for over 50 years. specializing in plumbing, heating, and industrial piping supplies. Visit betsplumbing.com or 14 Coleman Avenue, Westfield. Public welcome.
Join me, Tina Gorman, each week from 6 to 8 a.m. for Wake Up Wednesday, when my guests and I discuss health, wellness, and lifestyle reimagined.
Community Radio.
107.5 FM WSFD.
Wow, it is Tuesday. Oh, look, I got it right.
It is Tuesday.
Oh, my God. Wow, it's Tuesday. It's July 28th, and this is my father's birthday. He was born in 112. He was born in 1912. So how old is he today? 114. Oh, my God.
Wowza.
Wow. He had a son who's 80.
No way.
Yeah, that's me.
I never would have guessed.
Oh, you never, yeah. I say that every time. She always comes back and said, I don't believe it. And then we do.
You don't look a day over 79.
79. Oh, my God. Thank you very much. Buddy Guy, what you think of Buddy Guy?
It was good. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Did you know that he is the defining figure of Chicago blues? Known for, and Chicago blues is slashing riffs, according to AI, emotional vocals, and wild showmanship. And he influenced Jimi Hendrix, Eric Clapton, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Jeff Beck, Gary Clark Jr., and John Mayer, who we heard earlier in the day. And Clapton called it the best guitar player alive, and believe it or not, he is 90 years old this year.
Wow.
And he's still touring. Buddy Guy is still touring.
It's incredible.
Yeah. So Buddy Guy, if you haven't listened to him, Google him and learn stuff about him. And so if you were going, will you give that, that's more than a 5.
It's more than a 5.
You got to really listen to it, I suppose.
Yeah, I'd have to listen to it a few more times and a bit of his other stuff, but I mean, it's more than a 5. I would probably go to say like, I wasn't particularly moved by it. I'm not in tears.
Oh,
I'm
you
not
don't have to.
inconsolable, but I'd say it's probably like a 7. I'll give it a 7.
Okay,
yeah,
7.
I'll give it a 7.
Who's your favorite blues? Do you because you play the blues and when you play the saxophone, because the clarinet is not really known for the blues, or is it?
It's not. So the clarinet's not really known as a jazz instrument. I'll say jazz broadly instead of blues, because jazz originated from the blues.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really a well-known jazz instrument, but tell you the truth, most of what I listen to is clarinet jazz. I don't really care about the other stuff. Not as fun to me.
Yeah. So you're listening to a lot of Woody Herman or
not enough Woody Herman as I should. A whole lot of Buddy DeFranco.
Oh my God!
Big
really?
Buddy DeFranco fan. Yeah.
Wow. Now I know more about Woody Herman than I do Buddy DeFranco, but the clarinet is famous because doesn't it open Rhapsody in Blue?
Yes, it does. George Gershwin's Rhapsody in Blue. It's a very funny story, actually, about that piece. He didn't want to write it. Paul Whiteman, he wrote it for the Paul Whiteman Band. Now, Paul Whiteman was a white guy, as his name would imply, Paul Whiteman. And he
looked like your uncle that you see at Christmas. I'm telling you.
Yeah, and he also believed the same things that your uncle you would see at Christmas would.
He did? Oh,
he didn't like black people in his band.
Oh my God.
He was racist.
Really?
Yeah, he was a weird guy, and he went to Gershwin and he's like, I want you to write this thing for me. I want you to write some like jazz classical fusion stuff, and Gershwin was up front. He's like, no, you stupid, no, I'm not writing for you. And then he eventually he kind of, I don't remember if he got like coerced into it or if he just felt inspired, but then he wrote Rhapsody in Blue, and it was for the Paul Whiteman Band, but it was not out of the like kind of hate that Paul Whiteman wanted it to be out of. It was out of inspiration of coming from blues and theater
coming from
music
it,
that
yes.
was all inspired by blues and jazz anyways.
Yeah.
So much Broadway. I mean,
Yeah.
every musical I've ever played, half the book is Latin charts.
Oh.
Latin jazz, and that's all it is. It's really
Really?
funny. Yeah.
Latin. What do you mean? Like Latin jazz? When you say
Yeah.
it's Latin jazz, what?
Latin jazz, I think it came about primarily in the 40s to 50s. It was like coming out of the swing era. Like Dizzy Gillespie was really a pioneer in Latin jazz as well.
Yeah.
He worked
Tito Puente, maybe? I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't remember who it was that Dizzy worked
Yeah,
with.
yeah.
But a Cuban drummer, and they brought Cuban rhythms into jazz.
Oh.
And this was just a thing that developed, and then you think of bossa nova,
Yeah.
which is the Brazilians fell in love with
yeah.
jazz.
Oh, my God.
And then
yes,
you
yes.
have João Gilberto and
Stan Getz and all of
Stan
those.
Stan Getz. Yeah, Stan Getz worked with João Gilberto a lot. And he was primarily known for his Latin jazz. He helped to push that genre further as somebody walking into it. But there were a bunch of Brazilian guys that got together. Girl from Ipanema is a
Sure,
big deal, like
of course.
Bossa Nova.
But the Rhapsody in Blue.
Yes.
I wonder where Porgy and Bess fits in because Porgy and Bess, written by Gershwin,
Yeah.
is really, he went to the idiom and he really got it, and it tells a story. It's you can't do Porgy and Bess without a black cast.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah.
And interestingly, when we get Rhapsody in Blue, that it's really sophisticated, but it also, and it has such city rhythms to it or something. But the clarinet really is featured, right?
Right in the beginning, yeah. And you've got that smear in the beginning. They call it. It's a smear or a glissando. When it goes boom, and it rises all the way to the top. In the actual piece, Gershwin just wrote a normal scale for people to play. Like at the beginning, it's just you play all the da 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 da. It's not in the music.
Really?
Yes. He wrote it out just as a normal scale.
Yeah.
But if I remember correctly, it was probably someone in the Whiteman band thought that it would be funny, and I mean be funny, not just like feeling creative. It's like, I'm going to do this because I think it will be funny, and because it pokes fun at klezmer music.
Oh,
yeah,
which also features lots of clarinet.
Which is where that kind of comes from.
Yeah.
But primarily Jewish music. It's Jewish folk music. Somebody in the Whiteman band thought that it would be funny to go and do a smear instead of just the strict scale. But that kind of became tradition. Everybody does it. I mean, that's how it's played now.
Sure.
I think Gershwin liked it. I could be very, very wrong on the story. This is what I remember. But yeah, it just kind of became part of the piece, was that glissando. And that is, that's one of the pieces that actually made me want to go to school for music, is because I loved that piece so much.
Really?
I would spend hours every day practicing that solo and trying to get as clean as I could.
Okay, so here's a question for you. Then you said you listened to that piece. Now, children ordinarily aren't listening to classical music.
Not really, no.
Yeah. What do we got there? Oh, yeah, we had, somebody talking in our background. I don't know what the hell that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so why in the world does a child like you, when you were a child, listen to classical music?
I thought it was a little bit cool. So I didn't really listen to or even like classical music till I got to college.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't really actually develop a love for classical music until halfway through my sophomore year of college.
Yeah.
Going to school for music, by the way. I didn't care. I was like, this stuff sucks. I don't want to play this. I want to play the cool stuff, like all day long.
Oh, yeah.
I was enamored with the kind of funny sounds that a clarinet could make. It makes a lot of weird sounds.
Well, were your parents playing that kind of music in the background? No.
Not at all. No.
Well,
I just kind of found it on YouTube, and I was like, wow, this rocks. And then I would try to play it.
Listen, a child and YouTube. I can't believe it. So you are of the YouTube generation?
Yeah.
When would that have started? When did
YouTube was founded in 2006.
And so you were how old?
I was born in 2003, so I was a toddler. You know,
oh
my parents gave me access to Facebook when I was 6.
Holy!
I didn't have my own Facebook, but I would go on theirs and I would play Farmville on their accounts.
No.
Yeah, they needed the help. They played a lot of Farmville.
Amazing. See, so there's a whole generation. Your generation, the early 20s generation. Are you Gen Z? What are you?
I'm Gen Z, technically. I think the cutoff for millennial to Gen Z is like 1995 or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. So you grew up, basically, with a knowledge of music that came from YouTube.
That came from my dad playing rock radio in the car and then going and looking for clarinet on YouTube and then finding various clarinet things. Because I played clarinet in band and I was like, what is it to do? So I was watching videos of clarinetists playing like Carnival of Venice variations and stuff like that. And I was like, wow, this guy plays really fast. Okay. And then finding Rhapsody in Blue and going, wow, this guy plays really weird. Okay. And just listening. Yeah.
Wild. Wow. Okay. So we need to take a break, but I thought that we might play. I think I played this before. It deserves being played every other day, as far as I'm concerned. Ella Fitzgerald was on the Ed Sullivan Show or one of those shows. Ella Fitzgerald, you know who Ella Fitzgerald? Yeah. How does a person who doesn't? Yeah. Why Ella? How do you know Ella?
I mean, she's one of the greats. I don't know. She's one of the greats.
Yeah. But Judy Garland is one of the greats.
I think one of the greats from a different era, and also the idea of like film music and being largely known for your television and movie appearances versus being on TV sometimes, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Judy Garland is like, oh yeah, she was an actor in some like in
Wizard of Oz. Yeah, that's it.
And I know she was big. I don't know what else she did.
Oh my God, she's one of the greatest interpreters of music ever. If you really want to know how to interpret a song and sing a song, listen to Judy Garland singing any song. I'm telling you. And somehow or other, she connected her heart with her technique and
with
stuff.
Her brain and her vocal cords.
Oh my God! Now, for me, Ella Fitzgerald is the epitome of using the voice as an instrument.
Yeah.
Does she interpret the music from a rhythmic? I mean, like she sings something like a tisket, a tasket, I lost my little basket. You know, that means she makes it into a jazz song.
Yeah.
But is she? She's saying I lost my little basket, but you're not thinking. She's not weeping, or you're not getting moved by that. Or when she does some of the songs that she does, you think of her more as a musical instrument than you think of her as telling a story. That's
she had
the difference.
Phenomenal vocal technique.
Phenomenal.
She would shred with her voice.
Oh my God.
It was wild. Yeah.
Wild. So she takes a song like Old MacDonald Had a Farm. Have you ever heard her do this? Old MacDonald
I haven't heard her rendition of that, no.
Okay, so you're going to hear Old MacDonald Had a Farm. Why would you think I would be playing Old MacDonald Had a Farm on my show for Westfield on Weekends?
I wonder, could it be that the old McDonald's Farm exhibit is currently up and going until
September 15th or so, I think. 9th.
Could it be because of that?
It could. It
Oh
could.
my gosh.
What is that exhibit like? Someone who's been down there?
It's great, and you should go see it. There's a lot of as a I'm not a visual artist. I'm a performing artist. I'm a musician.
Right.
And anytime I see art, whether that's like a really good graphic design job or whether that's a painting or a sketch or something, I'm just really amazed. I'm like, I have no idea how that works. That's awesome. I know how to blow into a tube and make a sound come out, but I don't know how to do anything else, Bob.
Yeah.
But the gallery, there's a lot of stuff in there. There's a lot of quilts. And I didn't know that people could do that with quilts.
What do you mean? Do what with quilts?
There's the
You put it over your bed.
You put the quilts over your bed, and that's what you do with a quilt. But I didn't know there was the exhibit featuring art of Edgerton Miller a few years ago, and it was beautiful and incredible. But now also going and seeing more kind of art quilts that are meant to be pieces hung on a wall, less so than functional pieces that you would have at the end of your bed.
Right.
It's incredible what people are able to do with quilting.
Well,
as
Don
a medium
Allen is
for
the
art.
artist.
It's just so fabulous.
What are on those quilts?
Animals, farm animals. There's horses. There's people with horses. There's cats. It's all so
Pigs.
beautiful.
Oh my
Pigs.
God.
It's
Pigs.
incredible. There's so many cool things. The quilts really stuck out to me. There's some really cute sculptures. They're so funny.
By Susan Tilton Pecora. Used to call them funny in a way. Yeah.
They're hilarious. There's the pig one that's in like a really funny pose. It's like, how is a pig doing that?
Pig. Oh yeah. There's a pig
can't do that.
Picasso. There's a
pig Picasso. That's the one I was thinking of. That
yeah.
one's really good.
Yeah,
but
those are sculpts by the artist Susan Tilton Pecora, whose pictures old McDonald's Farm in many of the things. Now, we designed this exhibit specifically for families, and we hung it. Did you notice that we hung it a little lower than usual?
Yeah, a little lower.
Because we said, this is the perfect exhibit for families to come, bring their kids, and have them go, oh my gosh, look at those little animals or whatever, and then help them to understand that this is a representation of reality done through an artist's eye. It's really a great way to sort of introduce folks, your children, to the idea that they could paint and what. We even have a 3-year-old. We have 3 paintings by a 7-year-old and a 3-year-old of farm farm vegetables. Let's put it that way.
There's one painting and it's the only painting whose name I remember, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But the name stuck out to me so much. It's 3 carrots and a secret. And you have to go to the gallery to find out what the secret is. You have to go see this painting.
There you are.
It's so cool. And it was made by like a 4-year-old, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Also the fact that, WOW is able to kind of how do I put it, to platform a 4-year-old artist.
Yeah.
You got art by a 4-year-old in the gallery. That rocks. As someone who's an educator, I teach music, of course, but the same goes for kind of other forms of art and other subjects, period. I mean, this is why we have like science fairs, is for students to show off their work and be recognized for doing cool stuff in the classroom.
Right.
I think it's incredible when we're able to platform young artists, even if it's just like hey, we'll give you one little spot in the gallery.
Yeah.
We'll just show you off. That feels incredible as a young student to go into the gallery and say, oh, yeah, that's me. That's
me.
My stuff.
That's me, and I could do that. Or others coming in and saying, well, I could do that. Well, draw us a painting, and maybe we'll put it up or whatever. We also have a game that because the quilts have a certain way of Don Allen creates quilts that uses they're not. It's not AI, but she does this thing where we ask questions and have a sheet for kids to find certain images in the quilt.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So find the ice creams in the picture of a donkey or whatever. That's it. And so it becomes like a scavenger hunt. You gotta go and see Old MacDonald's Farm. All of the information is on westfieldonweekends.com. So getting back to Ella Fitzgerald, here's Old MacDonald had a farm. I am Old MacDonald. I play Old MacDonald, okay? So I have a farm. This is Ella singing about the farm, okay?
Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on this farm he had some chicks, E-I-E-I-O. With a chick here, a chick there, here, chick there, chick everywhere. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on this farm he had some ducks, E-I-E-I-O. With a quack quack here, a quack quack there, here, quack there, quack 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 everywhere. Chick here, a chick there, here, chick there, chick everywhere. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on this farm he had some pigs, E-I-E-I-O. With a oink oink here, a oink oink there, here oink there, oink 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 everywhere. Chick here, a chick there, here chick there, chick everywhere. Quack quack here, a quack quack there, here quack there, quack 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 everywhere. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on this farm he had a fort, E-I-E-I-O. With a clink clink here, a clink clink there, here clink there, clink everywhere. Chick here, a chick there, here chick there, chick everywhere. Quack quack here, a quack quack there, here quack there, quack 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 everywhere. Oink oink here, oink oink there, here oink there, oink 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 everywhere. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm, yeah. And on this farm he had some cows. With a moo moo here and a moo moo there, here moo there, moo 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 everywhere. Old MacDonald had a farm. Old MacDonald had a farm, what a swinging farm. And on this farm he had some chicks, E-I-E-I-O. With a chick here, a chick there, a quack quack here, a quack quack there, a moo moo here, a moo moo there, oink oink here, oink oink there, a moo quack, oink chick. Oh, the heck with it. How you gonna keep 'em down on the farm like that? Oh, go, 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 go. MacDonald did.
Underwriting for the community programming is provided by the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Westfield, serving the youth of the Whip City and surrounding communities since 1969. For more information on the Great Futures Club for ages 3 to 5, happening weekdays, and the Club Teen Center for ages 11 and older, weekdays from 6:30 till 8 p.m., go online at bcgwestfield.org or visit the club at 28 West Silver Street. The Boys and Girls Club of Greater Westfield. Great futures start here.
Hi, this is Harry Rock, host of Rock on Westfield every fourth Wednesday at 8 a.m. Tune in for my view of this place I call home.
Community Radio.
107.5 FM WSFD.
Wow, it is Tuesday. It is July 28th, 2026, and counting. Hey, Ella Fitzgerald singing Old MacDonald Had a Farm. What do you rate it?
That's probably like a 9 or a 10.
9?
Yeah.
You're giving it a 9 rather than a 10?
Well, I think it was incredible. I think that if it was... I think I might be also tainted by the fact that it's Old MacDonald Had a Farm. I don't know. I don't think that song is that cool. I think that Ella is incredibly cool. I don't know about Old MacDonald Had a Farm. I don't know. I think if she was singing a cooler song, it would be a 10.
Oh, my God. There we are. Kenny, this woman is slated to be on, don't you think? I mean, like, she's ruthless. She's ruthless. What do you think?
Did you forget how I play?
What do you
give Willie Nelson a 1?
Oh, he gave Willie Nelson a 1, yeah. What are you giving Ella Fitzgerald there, my friend?
That song annoyed me, too.
Ooh. Wow.
What are you giving it?
Oh.
Ken?
2.
A 2.
2.
It annoyed me.
That's brutal.
Oh my God, I'm giving it a 10. Okay, so 10 and 2 is 12, and 9 is so that song gets
21, gets a 7.
7, a 7. Holy Mother of God!
What, you didn't give yourself a 10?
I did give myself a 10.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah. 10 and 2, that's 12.
And then I gave it a 9.
Oh,
That's
okay.
21 divided by 3 is 7. Oh my.
They should give us an honorary math bachelor's for all that incredible math we were just doing.
You know, when you play, if you are the winner, you get the high. Oh, how does it work? The one who gets the highest number of points, who's chosen the song, who's chosen the song that gets the highest number of points,
Oh, okay.
gets a belt. Now, I'm not talking about a punch. I'm talking about it's this.
Like the WWE, I won the champions.
That's exactly
belt.
right.
That's so
You get
awesome.
and then you get to choose what the theme is the next show. Isn't this a cool? We should
put me on.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Yeah. We should.
I'll just show up on taping day. You won't be able to get rid of me.
Oh my God! You know what we'll do? We should get some of our the younger artists, and we'll add Kenny for balance here or something, with 3 or 4 very young people like we used to do, because I used to when we first did the show years and years ago. How many years? My God, it's got to be 10 years, right, Pete?
Yep. And in your absence, we've actually picked up Angela from 52 Sumner and JPEG Luca.
Oh, wonderful! So they are really right with it. Are they as ruthless as I am?
We've got Superintendent Zaporowski. And Kathy is still with us.
Yeah, Kathy Palmer and Hope Tremblay. Yeah. You don't need me, but I could do we could do.
You could do a special making the list on your show.
Yeah, making the list, the junior version.
The junior version.
I'm going to call you junior. Although they're not.
We'll get the 4-year-old that painted 3 Carats and a Secret.
Oh my God!
And it will be the junior
Mila.
edition.
Oh my God!
Yeah, we'll get Mila.
Oh, I wonder what she would think of. You'd have to get a really somebody who was really verbal as a kid. You know, you know what we.
I guess, but I think also the charm, right, of having you can get a toddler on the show.
A toddler.
Even if the toddler cannot fully express it cannot explain in this very complicated and thoughtful manner. I think this song is a 7 because it touches on these, and I don't necessarily like this aspect. I think even if a toddler can't do that, right?
They got to count. They have to be able to count.
We find someone who can count. We find someone who can count.
Yeah.
And all of it is I think having that very emotion heavy rating of oh yeah, I'm 6 and I think that this song's a 2 because I don't like it. I think that comes from the heart.
Oh,
I think that comes from the heart. I think that's a really honest rating versus a political rating of I'm going to give this an 8 because even though I hated this song, I think that these technical aspects are incredible. I can see why people like this. I don't like this. I think that's a very political answer.
Of course,
you get a 7-year-old.
That
kid, as long as that kid counts 10, right? They are just going to say, "Oh yeah, that one's a 3, whatever." Or 10, I love this one.
So that's a very good. We could have the kindergarten version of this. Yeah. We'll put it together and we'll come up with it. Hey, the Old MacDonald's Farm exhibit goes till September 9th. It features the artwork of Susan Tilton Pecora, the wonderful artist, and Dawn Allen, and there are other artists from our wonderful. Well, we've got Marie Flahive, we've got Francine Pratt, we've got, oh my God, who all else? Richard Nowak, who teaches, Kathy Gadetti, who teaches as well, both of them. We have Don Blanton, our resident artist in residence, residence who is there on most Sundays. The next couple of Sundays, Don has had a sister passed away, unfortunately, so he is not going to be there on the coming Sunday, and so bear with us. But and if you go to the Majestic Theater, we have James Johnson Corwin, our curator and a WOW board member. His work is up at the Majestic Theater, along with a poem that I wrote specifically for the Majestic Theater about the theater cat. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Major Eaton Majestic is the theater cat, and you'll see the poem. If you go there and there are in the lobby, Don Blanton's work is there as well, and so enjoy that. And we're also at the Tribeca Gallery. There are all kinds of photographs there of great folks, and you're going to see that. So we're on the road, et cetera, et cetera. But hey, I thought we would do a little trivia, okay?
I'm not good at trivia.
Oh, well, trivia about the clarinet.
Oh, I can do that. Easy.
What do you think? You think so, huh?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Done research projects. I'm ready.
Oh, really? Oh, my God. Okay, wait a minute. All right. Well, pull it. Okay. All right. No, this is about, clarinet trivia.
Okay.
What year was the modern Bohm system clarinet developed? What year was the... Whatever
Bohm. I think I can't remember the exact year, but I think 1856 is the number that
comes
to my head.
Very close. It was 1843.
1843. Yeah. The first chromatic clarinet came about in the 1830s. Bohm was shortly after.
Ah, gotcha. Which wood is most commonly used for professional clarinets?
Grenadilla right now. Yeah.
Grenadilla. You know Grenadilla.
Yes.
I
play on
Grenadilla. Kenny Stomsky. Grenadilla.
Granita?
No, Grenadilla. You know what it is?
Granulata?
Granulata.
Grenadine.
Grenadine. No, Grenadilla is an African blackwood.
Yes.
How would anyone know that? Who is considered the inventor of the earliest single reed instrument that led to the clarinet?
The earliest single reed instrument?
Earliest single reed instrument. Johann somebody.
Yeah. Oh, man. What's his name? I know
Johann
his name.
Christoph, and his last name begins with D, apparently, according to this.
Is it Dunner? It's something like
Yes,
that.
you're right.
Okay.
Denner. D-E-N. Denner. Oh, my God.
Well, he invented the clarinet, or he didn't invent the chalumeau. Somebody else invented the chalumeau.
Oh, my God.
But he invented the clarinet in 1700, and he was the son of an instrument maker.
Oh, my God. What's the name of the clarinet's lowest register?
The chalumeau. And that's why it's named after that. The chalumeau was, it came right before the clarinet. The difference between a chalumeau looks just like a recorder, but it plays with a reed and everything. So you've got the mouthpiece, and it looks kind of like this. There we go.
For our radio audience.
For the radio audience. It looks kind of like a slight curve, and then the reed goes on it, and then you blow, and then the reed shakes around, and it makes everything vibrate through the instrument. The chalumeau looks like a recorder, but it's got a reed on it.
So it looks like a flute. A recorder is sort of like a wooden flute.
Yeah, a little longer.
Yeah.
And because of it's a whole bunch of physics stuff, it's small, but it plays surprisingly low because of the physics of it and whatnot.
Okay. So what is the term for the clarinet's highest register?
The altissimo.
I can't believe it.
I majored in clarinet performance.
Who was called the king of swing? The clarinetist, jazz clarinetist.
The king of swing is Benny Goodman. Am I crazy?
Oh my God! What key is the most common soprano clarinet pitched in?
B flat.
Holy!
That's a strange question.
Mother of God. Okay. What is the name of the large clarinet pitched an octave below the B flat clarinet?
Why, it's the bass clarinet, which is an instrument that if you go to A Very Reedy Summer, the Up Close and Musical happening on Wednesday, July 29th,
Right.
at 7 p.m. at 105 Elm Street
There
in
you are.
Westfield, you will get to see two bass clarinets, actually.
Wow. All right. So which marching band clarinet is made mostly of plastic rather than wood?
That's a very strangely worded question. I mean, I don't know if it's looking
What's
for brand, but a
what-
B-flat clarinet is what's played in marching bands.
You are absolutely right, and it's and it's made of resin apparently.
Yeah, the old marching horns. If you're a jazz person or a marching band director, every single instrument is a horn. If you're a flute player, that's your horn.
Oh my God!
Everything's your horn. You don't have to play a horn.
God.
Everything's your horn. Your bass drum is your horn. Old marching horns. They were made out of this material that Selmer Bundy called the resinite, and Vito and LeBlanc. Although a lot of instrument manufacturers that ended up actually combining Kahn, except I don't know if Kahn made clarinets.
Yeah. Okay, what is the name of the clarinet's detachable mouthpiece cover?
Detachable mouthpiece cover, it's a cap.
That's right. well, to me that's where
did you find these questions?
I don't know.
Bob?
What is that? What is the name of the metal ring that holds
it's a ligature.
the ring?
I don't even need you to finish the question. What are these questions?
What is the term for the clarinet technique of rapidly alternating between two notes?
It's a
rapidly.
It depends on what the two notes are. It's either a trill or a tremolo.
Oh my God, you're exactly right. You've gotten every one of these darn questions right.
I play the clarinet, Bob.
On the Scottish Highland pipes, that would be a grace note.
Oh, grace note.
No, rapidly alternating between two?
On a pipe, Scottish pipes.
Going back and forth.
Right.
Interesting.
Wild. How do the bagpipes figure into? Are the bagpipes similar to clarinet?
Not at all. No. No, but I'll tell you how a bagpipe
No, I
works.
just brought it up because that was the only thing I know about music right now.
So the bagpipes, how they work is you've got this sack. It's a bag, and
we've all got a sack.
We've all got a sack, right?
Yeah.
It's the way I've described it to people is it's like an external lung, right?
Yeah.
The clarinet, that thing goes in your mouth. And you blow, and there's nothing else to worry about.
Right.
Bagpipe, you have the sack to worry about. You have to fill up the sack with air, and then how it works is you put pressure on the sack.
Yeah.
And then that's what blows air through the instrument.
Oh.
You blowing into it blows into the sack, but it doesn't blow into the rest of it.
So it just
you
seems
have to
that-
push on the sack to get it to go out.
So the bagpipe is more difficult to play than the clarinet.
It just has some different coordination.
And it probably doesn't. Well, you couldn't play jazz with a clarinet. I mean, like that.
You can play jazz with the clarinet, maybe not. Well,
you wouldn't be able to play those fast notes as much, right?
You'd be surprised. I've heard
Really?
Ozzy Osbourne and Metallica on bagpipes.
you can. There's I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but there is like a pretty big deal jazz bagpipe player.
Wild.
There's always somebody that finds a way to do something crazy in jazz. There's
my
jazz
God.
harpists. There's a jazz oud player that has an album that I really like. Dafer Youssef, he's really good. He wrote I think he wrote the soundtrack to like Spider-Man 3.
Oh, really?
Very, very weird like film.
Yeah.
In there, but he has a really good jazz album that I like.
Wild. Wow.
Like jazz oud. There's somebody like you can find somebody who will play jazz spoons. Like there's people out there. Yeah.
Oh, you're kidding me. Wild. Okay, so let's take a break, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to change things up. We're going to talk about cruising.
Okay.
With cruising musically with a man that knows all about cruising, Ken Stopsky, who's written a book. Let me hold it up here. That is right now on the market. It's called Cruising for People Like You, and I mean you, everybody. Hey, everyone, let's play. What song am I playing now? Oh, let's try The Sunny Side of the Street. This is Frank Sinatra's Sunny Side of the Street. Music by Billy May. This is a really good orchestration.
Grab your coat and snatch your hat. Leave your worries on the doorstep. Just direct your feet to the sunny side of the street. Can't you hear that pitter pat? And that happy tune is your step. Life can be so sweet on the sunny side of the street. I used to walk in the shade with the blues on parade, no longer afraid. The rover crossed over. If I never had a cent, I'll be rich as Rockefeller. The gold dust at my feet on the sunny side of the street. I used to walk in the shade with those blues on parade, but I'm not afraid, 'cause the rover, he got over. If I never had a cent, I'd be rich as Rockefeller. All those chicks round my feet on the sunny side of the street.
Underwriting for community radio is provided by the YMCA of Greater Westfield. Every day, the YMCA strengthens the community through programs and services focused on youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. For all the Y's many programs and services, visit us on the web at www.westfieldymca.org. The YMCA, 67 Court Street in downtown Westfield. We're more than a gym. We're a cause. Join us the second Wednesday of every month for Joe Didi's take on, well, everything. Listen to The Joe Didi Show, second Wednesday of every month at 8 a.m. 107.5 FM, WSFD.
Wow, it is July 28th, 2026 and counting. Hey, today is someone's birthday. He's a American-born Costa Rican inventor. He was of Costa Rican heritage, and he was a businessman. Okay, he was born in Berlin, New Hampshire. Okay, I'm going to give you a hint. It's something that you store things in. He invented this. And he was born, plastic that you store things in.
I was going to say it's not a refrigerator, is it? You put things in the fridge.
No.
Oh, something you store things in.
Yeah,
it's
Kenny,
plastic.
you could, store things in the plastic. And you can bring them to a party.
Yeah, what's his name?
I'm not going to tell you his name.
Invent the red Solo cup?
Is the last name Tupper?
Yes, it is. Earl Tupper was born today in 1907. Holy mother, he died in 1983. A nice life. And he was born today. All right.
Tupperware parties were huge in the 70s.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
Really?
Do you know what Tupperware,
what happens with
what Tupperware is?
Yes, I know what Tupperware is. Well, I also know the brand Tupperware, but Tupperware has also evolved in the same way that like a Band-Aid has, right?
Right.
You say, I need a Band-Aid.
Yeah, right.
And you say that to anybody and they know what you mean. But
Right.
Band-Aid is a brand.
A brand, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Tupperware has become that same thing where any container
Like
that you
Kleenex is,
Yeah.
Give me a Kleenex. You're talking about
you
a
just
tissue.
give me a tissue, whatever you have. It doesn't have to be Kleenex.
No.
But that's whatever you got in reach.
Yeah.
But Tupperware is also like that, where it's just a container that you put leftovers in.
Yeah. Do you do you have Tupperware that at home, Kenny?
I have both original Tupperware, I
Right.
have Rubbermaid Tupperware, and I have Polish Tupperware.
Polish Tupperware?
Yeah.
What's the difference?
What is a paper bag?
What is the Polish secret?
Cottage cheese containers,
Oh.
things like that.
Hey, yeah. I didn't know there was a name for that.
Yeah, Polish Tupperware.
He's able to call it Polish Tupperware. It's a good. Well,
I've got more Polish Tupperware than
he's
anything
a Polish
else.
man.
I thought it was just like poor people's Tupperware and recycling and resourcefulness. There we go.
It's a
I've got so much.
it's people that appreciate the environment.
Chinese
Tupperware.
takeout containers, every
Yeah.
single
Oh
one,
my- yeah.
still in the house.
All righty.
We keep 'em.
Hey, Kenny, Cruising for People Like You. Does it have anything in my Cruising for your book? The brochures promise perfection. The reality is a little more complicated, a lot more interesting. In this broadcaster, photographer, content creator, and lifelong traveler, Ken Stomsky takes an honest look at modern cruising through the eyes of someone who spent years sailing on multiple cruise lines. And he does these fabulous, wonderful YouTube presentations, and you can see Kenny, and Ken's filmed. Ken's Den films. And yeah, but okay, so this is this great book. Is there a thing in here on music on board?
There's an entertainment section.
Okay.
Yep.
So can you find a clarinet on a cruise?
Yes.
So talk about cruising and clarinets, or cruising and music. Is there a line that you would recommend for people who enjoy music?
You know, in the book, I say there's not one perfect cruise line out there. And I'm waiting for a combination of 4 different cruise lines to get together to be my perfect ideal cruise.
Yeah.
So if you go with the cruise line that has the music, you may sacrifice the food.
Oh.
All right. There's not one magical cruise line. NCL comes close.
Norwegian.
For me. Norwegian.
Yeah.
They, however, have gotten rid of a lot of the Broadway type big production shows, as have a lot of the other cruise lines.
Oh, really?
It's expensive, I bet.
For the licensing. And instead, they're doing their own production works. Now, Princess still has a lot of the big production Broadway type shows. But what you get with the Broadway type show is hit and miss on food, and it could be a sleepy cruise. It tends to be an older clientele that you find on that line.
I'm going up to there. Uncle Bob goes to the salad bar for the 14th time.
Yeah. And
it's not the salad bar. It's the hamburger bar.
I don't remember.
Chinese bar.
I don't remember
It's the salad
rock
bar.
bands set up at bars or lounges or anything when I was on the Princess line.
Okay.
Now a line for you, Bob.
Right.
I think would actually be Holland America.
And why do you say that?
Excellent food. You would appreciate the food.
Yeah.
They have a library on their ship, and it's a decent library.
Man. Yeah, you know how dear and I love it.
And the music is incredible on
Holland America.
Yeah, they have a piano lounge. Then they have 2 performance spaces, and in those performance spaces, you'll get anything from 70s to 80s to 90s pop and rock and funk, and it's a combination of everything. And the bands are on good.
Well, wait a minute. I've got a classic player here.
They have on Holland America in the afternoons in one of those performance areas. They have usually a cellist, accompanied maybe perhaps by a violin or viola and a vocalist. They do that. That's the one and only cruise line that I have seen that on. Until you get to the luxury, you have the base, you have the premium, then you have the luxury.
Yeah,
like Explora or Regent 7 Seas, right? That you may find more of it, but Holland America is the only place I've really seen any stringed instruments being performed.
Interesting! Wow.
Yeah.
But
everything shuts down at midnight.
Which
for
people got to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Personally, my top 3.
Yeah.
If I could have a combination of this, it'd be the perfect cruise line: Virgin Voyages,
right?
NCL, and believe it or not, of all the cruise lines out there, MAS, Margaritaville at Sea. Everyone looks at me like I have 2 heads when I say Margaritaville at Sea is one of my favorite cruise lines.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Have you ever done a cruise?
I've never been on a cruise, no.
Oh, my God. Well, we know the man to go to because, okay, so cruising.
I'm going to have to get your book, and I'm going to have to learn.
Cruising for People Like You by Ken Stomsky. Where do you get this?
That is on Amazon, and I thank you for getting that in because it looks like we are actually up against the clock now.
Oh, man.
So you can search for my name on Amazon, Ken Stomsky.
Yeah.
It's available in electronic or ebook on Kindle, paperback, and hardcover.
Paperback and hardcover. Wild. Well, there's so much happening at Westfield on Weekends. Go to Westfield on Weekends for all the information, including this Wednesday night, tomorrow night, July 29th.
July 29th at 105 Elm Street, 7 p.m.
7 p.m. And for now, every Wednesday for the next 5 weeks or so, 4 weeks,
yes,
there is something happening musically there. So you go to the website for all that. So we're going to go out with a song that goes right with a wonderful exhibit called Old MacDonald's Farm at the Wow Center, 105 Elm Street, downtown Westfield. Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God for Liz Blaze Bennett. You've been a great guest. You're going to come on.
Thank you.
Yeah, you are so good. I will see you soon, everybody. Thanks, Liz. Here's Thank God I'm a Country Boy. This is the Cincinnati Pops version of Thank God I'm a Country Boy. See you soon. Bye.
Life on the farm is kind of laid back. Ain't much of no country boy like me can have. Early to rise, early in the sack. Thank God I'm a country boy. Well, the simple kind of life never did me no harm. Raising me a family and working on the farm. Days are all filled with an easy country charm. Thank God I'm a country boy. Well, I got me a fine wife, I got me old fiddle. When the sun's coming up, I got cakes on the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Thank God I'm a country boy. When the work's all done and the sun's setting low, I pull out my fiddle and I rosin up the bow. Kids are all sleeping, so I keep it kind of low. And thank God I'm a country boy. I'd play Sally Gooden all day if I could, but the Lord and my wife wouldn't take it very good. So I fiddle when I can, work when I should. And thank God I'm a country boy. Well, I got me a fine wife, I got me old fiddle. When the sun's coming up, I got cakes on the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Thank God I'm a country boy. Yeehaw! For diamonds or jewels, I never was one of those money-hungry fools. Rather have a fiddle or farming tools. I thank God I'm a country boy. City folk riding in a black limousine. A lot of sad people thinking that's mighty keen. Son, let me tell you exactly what I mean. I thank God I'm a country boy. Well, I got me a fine wife, I got the old fiddle. When the sun's coming up, I got cakes on the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Thank God I'm a country boy. Yeah, boy. Woo! Well, my fiddle was my daddy's till the day he died. He took me by the hand, held me close to his side, said live a good life and play the fiddle with pride. And thank God you're a country boy. Well, my daddy taught me young how to hunt and how to whittle. Taught me how to live and play a tune on the fiddle. Taught me how to love and to give just a little. Thank God I'm a country boy. Well, I got me a fine wife, I got the old fiddle. When the sun's coming up, I got cakes on the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Woo! Thank God I'm a country boy, yeah!